welcome to Principles of Marketing. I'm your Professor John Harvey, and it feels like it's been a while since we've been able to have a video, so it's good to see you guys. I'm glad you're back. Alright, so this week you are working on Chapter 19 in the textbook, and as my little holiday gift to you, I'm going to go ahead and open up the last bit of the semester, which really isn't very much. You have a course evaluation to do and a marketing evaluation. So the course evaluation you should have either gotten an email on, or you can look in the course documents and you'll see a little quiz there or something that you can provide feedback on the evaluation of the course. So I am looking for that. I'd like to get some feedback on the course, what you liked, what you didn't like. I do use that to refine the course and figure out how I can make the course better. So by all means, please be honest, share your thoughts. I do appreciate the positive and negative, so that really helps me out. So the marketing evaluation is just like the others. There is a little bit more to it now. So I feel like I should go over those last sections in the marketing plan. So when we're talking about marketing objectives, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for you to come up with what you think the business should do. Okay? So based on all the information and research you've done before that, you should find something where you're saying, I think the company needs to do this in order to grow the business. Okay? So that would be your objective. Then your strategies would be, how am I going to accomplish that? Okay, so it's going to be, if I have an objective, these strategies are going to be those points to accomplish it. So if I need to have more people in the, come through the door, right, then I'm probably going to have some sort of strategy of, promotion through social media or, some sort of billboard or something like that, right? If I feel like the company needs to change its product, right? So that would be a different kind of marketing strategy. So my objective might be, complete 2 more product lines or something like that. So my strategies would be, research and develop and do demographic, information and identify these target markets and this kind of product line, right? So something like that. So your objective is what you want to accomplish. Your strategies are how you're going to get them accomplished. Okay. Now the last section, this is the new one, is how do I know if I'm successful? Okay. So this is where the majority of marketing companies, departments, anyone involved in marketing, they usually do a pretty poor job about this part of it. And so if you're interested in marketing, if you're interested in going further in this thing, this is something that really does separate you from other people. And it's you can kind of turn this into a philosophy and think about it for your own life as well. But so I have an objective, I have these strategies. Now what I need to do is define how those are successful. So and what I mean is you actually put in measurements. So it might be something like, I'm going to see 10 more people come through the door, or I'm going to get 5 more calls this week, or I'm going to have a product line launched by this time, or I'm going to have sales that are going to be in this new segment that are going to be 10% of my business, or something like that, right? So these are very tangible, measurable items, so that you can then tick and tie. Did I accomplish these things? Yes. Then it was successful. Okay, and so you've really got to put that together and say, these strategies need to be something that I can measure. Okay. And figure out how I'm going to measure those. And sometimes there's some very creative ways to do that. But that's for kind of a more advanced course. So what you want to do is then figure out how you're going to measure them. And that's that last part of the marketing plan, is how to do that. Okay. So by the time you've completed this, you're getting very used to putting together these marketing plans. I was calling them a marketing evaluation. Really, it's a marketing plan. And what you're doing is you're building these for companies. Okay? So with this last one, this could be something that is very successful and very useful for the company that you've interviewed. Okay, so if you think about it, if I go and interview a plumbing company or something, right? And I go through and I interview them, and then I do all this market research, and then I do all this environmental analysis, and then I come together and I think this is what you need to do from a marketing perspective to grow your business, and then I line out different activities that are going to accomplish that, and then I also put in measurements and say, here's how we know that this will be successful, right? You can see where you take that back to the company that you interviewed and you say, hey, look at this. I got an A on my paper. My professor said I was doing a really good job. I think this is something your business could actually use. Do you see the connection here? You've already talked to them. You've done great work. There's a good chance they'd want to hire you to do that work for them, right? So this is that networking, right? And you're very familiar with all these other categories. So now you're just working on that last section where you're going to put some sort of measures to it, right? So think about that now that I've prepared you for this, that this could be something you could take back to that person you interviewed and provide them a marketing plan. And if they look at it and say, man, this is all lined out, this is exactly what we need to do, what a great opportunity for them to say, you built this, you put this together, you're the one that can execute it, right? Okay, so I'm really looking forward to these final papers. I think they're going to be great. You guys have done a great job. You've really taken the suggestions that I've given you and stepped it up into each of the papers. So these last ones could just be killer, right? Once again, totally new business, so pick a company that you'd like to work for, an industry you're interested in. All the same rules apply, but it's got to be a new company, and this is the one that you could potentially, turn around and give to that company. So do a great job, get it all lined up. All right. So the last thing I want to talk about is, well, two more things. Last week I went through and assigned zeros to all the assignments that were not completed. So if you didn't complete a marketing evaluation, then I put in a 0. If you didn't accomplish a quiz or something, I put in a 0, right? And so now when you look in Blackboard, it's giving you an overall picture of where you're at, but it's still not complete, okay? So you should have you'll have 1,000 points out of the semester. So all your total points will be divided by 1,000, and that will be your grade. That's it, okay? So right now, because the marketing evaluation might not be open or something like that, you may be seeing your points divided by some smaller total points, right? But I'm telling you, you look at the semester, you look at the syllabus, you look at the stuff, it's going to be 1,000 points at the end of the semester. So I'm going to take your total points, I'm going to divide it by 1,000, and that's going to be your grade, okay? So get a handle on that. If you're looking and you're saying, oh, my points look low, you can look back and see what assignments you missed that you didn't accomplish, okay? So that should help you get a handle on your grade. I don't want this to be a surprise. I don't want you to wonder what your grade is by the end of the semester, okay? So that's why I'm going over this. Now, if you're one of those people that are looking at your total points and you're saying, hey, I'm only at 500 points, or, I'm not going to get to the grade that I want to get to here, what do I do? Because I've already missed these assignments. You can turn in extra marketing evaluations. So we're at the end of the semester, so I do expect them to be full and complete, but if you turn those in, those are worth a lot of extra credit for you. So that is a way for you to get up to the grade that you want. Okay, so you can email me and submit those. All right, guys, with that, have a happy holiday. I look forward to talking with you again, and good luck with getting Chapter 19 done and any of the additional stuff that you want to do. All right, guys, have a great one.